Over the past 2 decades in Germany, the fox population has increased significantly, estimated at about 100,000 individuals per year. This rapid increase has had severe negative impacts on the livestock industry, causing economic damages estimated in the hundreds of millions of USD. Notably, this situation has forced German farmers to seek effective solutions to manage and control the fox population. In today's video, join Nature Farm as we explore how German farmers have been dealing with the rising number of foxes. But before that, I hope you enjoy this content and hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with more videos featuring diverse content from Nature Farm. Between the years 2000 and 2020, foxes have become one of the most significant invasive species in Germany, with their population increasing from 300,000 to 600,000. The robust growth of this population occurred without serious impacts from natural predators, and the foxes have also adapted to invading and living in residential areas. Foxes frequently cause damage at poultry farms, particularly at night when birds like chickens with poor vision are unable to detect danger. Small farms with inadequate protective measures often become easy targets for fox attacks. These predators typically lurk outside the fences, exploiting these vulnerabilities to breach the perimeters and prey on the birds. For poultry farmers, detecting signs of fox activity is a routine task each morning after inspecting the chicken areas. They often find only a few chickens have survived and usually discover individuals that have been attacked lying motionless on the ground, indicating a night raid has occurred. Foxes often target the necks of chickens, one of the most vulnerable spots on the prey's body. To protect livestock from these attacks, enhancing security measures such as improving fences, implementing nighttime surveillance systems, and even keeping guardian animals capable of dealing with foxes is essential. These measures help minimize risks and ensure the safety of livestock on farms. In the agriculture and livestock industry, the use of high-speed traps on farms has become an effective population control strategy widely adopted in Germany since the 19th century. These traps are strategically deployed at locations where foxes frequently gather, including areas around livestock enclosures and fields. The mechanism of the trap is designed to activate quickly as a fox approaches, aiming to capture them efficiently when they attempt to hunt. Rural areas, including forests, grasslands, and wastelands, provide an ideal habitat for foxes. Therefore, setting traps in these areas is necessary to minimize fox attacks. Over the past 2 decades, approximately 20,000 foxes have been trapped annually in Germany, although the actual number may be higher as some do not survive after being trapped. Leg traps have proven to be a successful fox population control measure, however. They also pose challenges in terms of pain and injury to the trapped individuals. Moreover, the use of traps carries the risk of inadvertently capturing other animals such as dogs, cats, or rabbits, leading to ethical concerns and practical issues regarding the impact of this control method. These ethical and broader ecological considerations regarding the use of traps emphasize the importance of a comprehensive and thoughtful approach to wildlife management, especially the avoidance of unintentional harm to non-target species and the ethical implications of causing animal suffering. The focus of assessing and continuously improving wildlife management strategies and hunting activities in Germany is to ensure a balance between efficiency and ethical responsibility. This is regulated by strict federal hunting laws, applicable nationwide. These laws stipulate that only individuals with a valid hunting license are allowed to engage in this activity. With the nocturnal habits of foxes, nighttime becomes an opportune period for hunting, equipped with specialized gear. Thorough preparation is essential before commencing a hunt. Hunters need to be equipped with modern hunting tools, appropriate ammunition, and other supportive devices. They also must have a thorough knowledge of the hunting area, including identifying spots that animals frequently visit as the hunt begins. Hunters use flashlights to locate prey after spotting a fox, a moment when the use of hunting equipment is maximized. According to the results of a study conducted by the German Federal Environmental Agency, an average hunter can harvest between 2 to 3 foxes per day. However, there are superior professional hunters who can capture more than 5 foxes in the same period. Fox hunting in Germany is strictly regulated by federal hunting laws, requiring hunters to have a valid hunting license, use handguns with a range of at least 100 English acres, and use appropriate ammunition. Additionally, they must adhere to designated hunting areas and implement wildlife protection measures, including limiting the hunting of young foxes, avoiding hunting during the breeding season, and respecting conservation areas. The German government is currently considering new measures to control the increasing fox population, which may include limiting the number of foxes that can be hunted. This debate reflects the delicate balance between maintaining biodiversity and managing pest species. This is particularly important for farmers who face challenges from thousands of foxes attacking livestock and crops. The discourse on fox hunting in Germany continues to be a hot topic in the community. In Australia, foxes are not only common predators but also pose a serious threat to agriculture, particularly to poultry and sheep farms. Measures to manage and control fox populations are being implemented to protect the livestock industry and maintain ecological balance. In the field of agriculture and livestock farming, the phenomenon of foxes attacking livestock herds, particularly poultry, at night, poses a severe economic and emotional impact on farmers, especially in areas close to forests or wilderness. Foxes, being omnivorous and intelligent animals, not only operate individually, but also have the ability to cooperate in groups. They often travel long distances to hunt and forage, thereby expanding their hunting territories. This increases the risk of significant damage to their surrounding environment. The flexibility in the fox's diet, which includes meat, fruits, and vegetables, complicates efforts to control their population, especially since they are capable of hunting a variety of prey such as mice, rabbits, and birds. In Australia, the threat from foxes is becoming a serious issue, especially following specific attacks that have raised concerns about personal safety. For instance, in 2023 in Melbourne, a 50-year-old woman named Mary experienced a distressing incident when she was attacked by a fox, suffering severe injuries to her neck. This event not only caused physical harm but also left deep psychological effects, making her face fear every day. In this context, the use of spring traps to control the fox population has become an effective and favored method in the Australian agriculture industry. Spring traps are not only highly effective but also easy to use and can be reused multiple times, requiring users to prepare carefully with tools such as baits and ropes. The selection of trap locations needs to be strategic, often on regular fox paths or near areas with abundant food sources. Australian farmers have been setting traps about 2 to 3 times a week and have achieved significant results in reducing the presence of foxes on their farms. In the context of wildlife management and fox population control, a recent report by the Australian government indicates that the number of foxes has decreased by about 30% over the past 5 years. This reduction is primarily attributed to the implementation of effective spring trap strategies. However, this requires strict adherence to safety principles during the trapping process, ensuring traps are placed in safe locations, away from the reach of children and domestic animals. Regular trap inspection is essential to ensure that the trap functions normally and does not pose a danger to humans or unrelated animals. Additionally, it is necessary to handle the release of captured foxes humanely, ensuring the continued effective control of the fox population. Spring traps are not only considered a smart solution but also a measure that reflects the care and protection of the agricultural environment. Fox hunting is not merely a recreational activity, but also an important method in controlling the fox population, especially in agricultural areas such as New South Wales, Victoria, and Queensland, where they frequently cause damage to farms. Hunters need to be fully equipped with hunting gear, including rifles, scopes, and appropriate accessories to adapt to rural environments. Simultaneously, in major cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, where foxes may appear near residential areas, being prepared with hunting techniques and setting safe traps is essential. hunters must develop the ability to move flexibly and employ effective hunting strategies to deal with the diverse challenges in rural, urban, and wilderness environments. In the field of wildlife management and livestock farming, controlling fox populations through organized hunting is an effective strategy for maintaining ecological balance and protecting agricultural resources. To conduct an effective fox hunt, hunters need to prepare a range of tools and proceed with caution. First, selecting the hunting location is crucial, especially in areas where foxes frequently appear, such as near livestock pens or in areas with many dens. Using food as a tactic to lure foxes out of hiding and deploying hunting dogs to chase the foxes after they leave their dens are indispensable parts of this hunting campaign. Fox hunting is not only a recreational activity but also a method used to control fox populations, minimizing their negative impacts on agricultural activities. Research in Australia has shown that, thanks to these measures, the fox population has decreased by about 20% over 5 years. The success of fox hunts is mainly due to systematic planning and the combination of hunting skills with the use of specialized equipment. Meanwhile, in Texas, USA, the use of traps and hunting dogs has also become a popular method for controlling wild pig populations. In 2022, Texas farmers eliminated over 1 million wild pigs using more than 1 million traps and over 100,000 hunting dogs. These measures have played a crucial role in protecting farms and rural areas from the adverse impacts of invasions and destruction by wild pigs, demonstrating the effectiveness of traps as a measure against the spread of this species. In the agriculture and wildlife management sectors in the United States, electric traps and spring traps are used as effective control measures against wild pigs, a species that harms farms. Electric traps operate on the principle of using electric current to eliminate wild pigs when they come into contact with the wires. While this method is somewhat effective in minimizing damage caused by wild pigs to livestock and crops, it also poses a high safety risk, potentially causing severe injuries or fatalities if not handled carefully. On the other hand, spring traps are a mechanical trapping system designed to capture wild pigs alive through a powerful spring mechanism. When a wild pig activates this mechanism by stepping into the trap, the spring is released and the trap closes, securely holding the animal. This method is not only effective in collecting wild pigs on a large scale but also helps reduce the mortality rate compared to electric traps. However, it still carries certain risks, particularly the potential for injuring the user if not operated cautiously. The use of both types of traps requires a deep understanding of their mechanisms and the necessary safety measures to avoid unwanted incidents. Farmers and wildlife managers need to be thoroughly trained and strictly adhere to safety regulations when using these methods. The use of traps to control pests is a common method. Alongside electric and spring traps, cage traps are also widely used. Farmers in the United States have adopted this technology to manage wild pigs, using mechanisms like sensors or triggers to automatically close the door when the pigs enter the trap to eat, confining them within the cage. Although this is an effective measure, it also poses significant risks to both humans and animals if not carefully considered during deployment. The courage and creativity in using hunting dogs to control wildlife that damages farms is an important factor in agricultural management. Hunting dogs, with their ability to serve humans and their unconditional loyalty, have become an indispensable part of the fight against wild animals like bison. Methods of using hunting dogs include using them to chase, intimidate, and pressure wildlife, as well as employing them to track and capture these animals. Although effective, this method requires a large number of dogs because bison often move in herds, and dealing with large herds requires a significant number of dogs. This means that farmers must invest more in raising and training a reliable team of hunting dogs. Safety for hunting dogs is also a critical issue, as dogs must not only face risks from the animals they chase but also ensure they are not injured during their duties. This requires farmers to have experience and patience in training and managing hunting dogs. Recently, the use of hunting dogs has become an indispensable part of wildlife management strategies in the United States, especially in states like Texas, where wildlife causes significant damage. The diversity in the use and training of hunting dogs has helped farmers deal with numerous challenges in effective wildlife management. In agriculture and livestock farming, applying knowledge and experience to develop effective solutions is not only crucial for protecting the agriculture industry, but also necessary to ensure the safety, sustainability of the environment and community. A prime example is the battle against the invasion of feral pigs, a particularly severe issue in farm areas, requiring continuous solidarity and dedication from all sides, especially from American farmers. These farmers have shown high determination and creativity in dealing with brutal attacks from feral pigs. One of the measures implemented to control this situation is the use of hunting dogs, a method proven to be extremely effective. The use of hunting dogs not only helps prevent wild boars from accessing agricultural and livestock areas, but also contributes to the protection of rural landscapes, ensures the safety of agricultural resources, and ultimately protects the surrounding ecosystem. Therefore, a combination of specialized knowledge in livestock management and wildlife management techniques should be highly prioritized to achieve optimal results in this battle. This video has now come to an end. Besides the solutions mentioned, do you have any better ones? If so, please don't forget to share your thoughts and comments right below this video. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to support our Nature Farm channel. Please share this video with all your friends so they can watch and enjoy it too. Goodbye and see you again.